First, I would like to talk about our final project. So whatever you're working on, I'm expecting a demo on Wednesday. So if you can finish just a demo unfinished.
It's gonna be on Thursday, right?
Thursday, yeah, that's right, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So I would have a demo, or presentation. So we have 5 students. That give us about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes each person. So a presentation / demo. And that's on this Thursday. Next Wednesday, report, because I have to give you a final grade after Wednesday. So Wednesday will be the last day, next Wednesday. Report is due next Wednesday. This Thursday and next Wednesday. So that's 2 dates we need to write down. A demo and a written report. So that's about it for this class. Today will be our last lecture. So any comments on that? Demo and report?
The report is due no later than the 25th.
Next Wednesday. What that date is next Wednesday? Yeah.
It's the 25th, next Wednesday.
Okay, 25th. Okay, yeah.
So presentation on Thursday, which is the 19th, and then a written report on Wednesday the 25th or before.
Yes.
And,
right.
Is there any criteria or anything for the written report, like amount of pages or stuff that you would like us to include?
Yes. Okay, yeah, sorry, I was away for picking up. Somebody answered the door. My new Mac arrived, so Mac M1. Yeah, I'm using this old Mac. It's 10 years old. I don't have much complaint. It get the job done this semester, but this new Mac, everybody say is amazing, so I just jumped into it.
Is it the newest one?
Yeah, the M1. Yeah.
Oh wow, wow.
Yeah. So probably I will test it after class.
Do some benchmarks on it.
Huh?
Do some benchmarks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Christmas came early for somebody.
Yeah, it's Christmas. All right, the report and demo. Okay. The report format, I do not really have a requirement. Usually, for me as an engineer, short and precise is the best report.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, it's just.
Well, I already have 6 pages.
6 pages, not long. You know, our document like 600 pages.
Oh, okay.
We measure it in inches, not pages. Yeah.
So anything under an inch is short and precise, right?
Yes, that's. I'm in this committee on campus. Everybody prepare 2 packet. Yes, measured by inch. If it's not 2 inch thick, it's not serious. Do not get promoted.
So I need a couple more then.
Yeah, to get A, you need a couple more pages.
Well, okay, so for the demo, could I show my report too?
Yes, the demo is a presentation / demo. Yeah.
Okay, because I can
file.
show you like the instructions from my report then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Now we will move on to this subject. I actually spent some time before. I didn't spend a lot of time, but during the previous years teaching this class, computer and communication, one subject always came up. That is basically sniffing or monitoring the traffic. So, like I told you before, 20 years ago, it's like a wild west. Nobody know the privacy. Nobody realize they can be listened. And gradually, we changed. Everything switched over to computer. And there is still this this thing about monitoring. So this is today's subject. So how do we do it? And there's good news and bad news. The good news is your safety is taken care of today. So you don't have to worry about your credit card numbers. So that's a good news. The bad news is potentially it still can be broken. So we'll talk about that today. First, in order to do it, first you need the hardware. For example, if you want to monitor Wi-Fi traffic, you need a hardware. Unless you just do self sniffing. So self sniffing, you do not need any new hardware. But if you want to check out somebody else's packet, for example, you work as a technician, troubleshooting. You need extra hardware. The hardware you're looking for is a Wi-Fi adapter, which can put into monitor mode. So let me. How do you find a Wi-Fi adapter which can put into monitor mode? You can do a Google search. Let me share results I have. Just Amazon. So for example, this one is a perfect candidate if you want to do Wi-Fi monitoring. So this can put into monitor mode. What monitor mode does, it will record all the traffics. Without monitor mode, this Wi-Fi only listen to your own traffic. So basically, anybody else traffic, they just drop it. But the hardware designed just drop anybody else's traffic, only listening to your own traffic. But this wireless Wi-Fi module will basically have the potential. So that's the piece of hardware. This is a $50, $60. Yeah, I see good ratings. If you see the ratings, everybody is happy because now they can watch other people's traffic. So that's the hardware. This is not the only one. There are many dozens of. With the hardware, you also have to have software support, not only just the hardware. Usually just operating system. Yeah, you need an operating system standout is called a Kali. K-A-L-I. That's a version of Linux. So if you Google Kali Linux, you will find it's for the security professionals. These operating systems are designed basically for network security. This is I actually ran Kali on my computer last night for maybe an hour. I would look through I was amazed the functions. So many huge hundreds of applications for network security, network monitoring, even tracking. It's amazing. Let me show you the Kali. So you can have an idea what the Kali looks like. Let me show the Kali to you.
Did you catch anybody on your network?
I haven't have the hardware, so I haven't do it. But yeah, but you can do it if you buy that adapter with a monitor mode. Let me show the Kali. Where is that Kali? Okay. So loading up Kali on my laptop right now. It takes a while to load up, but the background of a Kali is kind of like a dragon. Yeah. So finally, I loaded up my Kali, and let me share it with you. So you have a so that is Kali. It's a Linux, a special purpose Linux. So there are hundreds of tools. For example, wireless attack right here, password attack, database analysis, information gathering, sniffing. This is what we were talking about. That's catching packages. Forensics. I don't know. They claim they have 600 different type of applications for security. So sniffing, this is Wireshark right here. So they also have Wireshark included. Kali plus that Wi-Fi adapter, that will be a hardware-software combination to get the job done. All right, hardware and software. The next hurdle is the Wi-Fi password. Even though you have the hardware and software, all you catch is wireless encrypted. Without password, you don't see what the data is, so you need a Wi-Fi password. Well, if it's your own access point, you know the password. So this all can be done. Looks like we are in business. It turned out no. The last obstacle is the obstacle which make us secure. That is, the last obstacle is application encryption. For example, the most common is HTTPS. HTTPS, this S, the last letter S, means secured HTTP. So with HTTPS, basically, all your application data is encrypted. So with all three taken care of, all you see is a bunch of data. You really have no idea what the data is, unless the website is HTTP, unencrypted. So if the website is HTTP, then basically all the traffic is open, you can see. And those kind of websites is less and less. Almost all the websites, right before the class, I went to at least 10 websites, only one without S. The rest are all have S included. So let me show you the result of my capturing. First with Google, that's S, that's secured. Second with another website, unsecured. Let's see the difference. So I will first VPN to Raspberry Pi. All the work is done on Raspberry Pi. So I will VPN to my Raspberry Pi. And then I will share the Raspberry Pi with you and see the results. I close some programs so my computer will not complain too much. I will close this VirtualBox. Okay, I will close a bunch of programs. All right, this is actually result of unsecured. So let's do unsecured first. This is the unsecured web. First, there is something unrelated. This is the ARP protocol. ARP protocol is just what it says. If you want to find the connect IP address with MAC address. So basically, this ARP, for example, the first ARP line said, this is my computer. So basically, my computer says, who is the 17? Who is 192.17? Tell me who is this. And then the second line is the router. The router asks who is 187. That's the Raspberry Pi. And this is the answer. This is the answer from Raspberry Pi with a MAC address. And then this is the second answer. So this ARP is called Address Resolution Protocol. It will find out the connection between the MAC address and the IP address. And that's unrelated, but anyway, that's another. So once you can capture package, you can actually learn a lot of things just by watching the packages. And then if you noticed, this is a secured data. So anything from TLS, this is the latest TLS. It's the secured data. So application data is encrypted. So TLS make your data secure. So that's what happens when you enter your credit card number, when you Google search, when you online, for example, use WhatsApp. When you use WhatsApp, everything you send out is encrypted with this protocol, TLS. TLS is extremely secure. If you want to crack the TLS with your own computer, it will take dozens of years, if not hundreds of years. So it's basically impossible for average people to figure out the data once you encrypt it with this technology. Well, the other data are unencrypted. That's the TCP data. So all those TCPs are unencrypted. So what happens is these are the raw data. So with the right amount of knowledge, you can reconstruct everything you downloaded to your web page. You can reconstruct the images, reconstruct the audios, reconstruct the videos. If you enter password without encryption, also passwords, anything is able to up to grab for the third party. So that's obviously is not good because so you see there's so many TCP packages. The encrypted data is not a lot. Majority of data is unencrypted. You see the TCPs. If I keep looking, it's all TCPs. There are encrypted occasionally between some sites, but the majority of those data are unencrypted. Now, if we move to a Google search, which is encrypted, I did this last night. That's Google. So if you look at this Google, it's almost all the data are encrypted. Not almost, actually all the data are encrypted. So all the data is TLS version 1.3, the latest TLS. So all those data. The only unencrypted is acknowledge. This is something going on the internet. Every packet, every data you received, the receiving computer will send acknowledge, says, yes, I got it. Yes, I got it. Yes, I got it. So all those unencrypted are actually acknowledge of data received. So you see all those data, and all the data, they are encrypted. So even though you can capture the data, there's no way. Let's look at one package. Yeah, that's the data you captured. But there's no way you can know what exactly that data is. It's called a secured layer, secured socket layer. So that's the secured data right there. It's just a bunch of data, and unless, like I said, unless you are CIA, there's no way you can crack that data, or NSA. Those are the agencies which probably have the resources.
Well, since you brought it up, I wasn't going to tell you guys, but
okay.
I work for CIA.
Yeah, there's a story I like to tell. Actually, once there's an engineer who, he's worried about security, so he actually went to a public library. He found his cell phone is always connected to some Wi-Fi connection without his notice. So he got really curious and he started to looking around. Believe it or not, he found a hidden Raspberry Pi Zero in the public library, powered and flashing. And it turned out his cell phone is actually talking to that Raspberry Pi Zero. And he really get alerted. So he was thinking somebody is trying to do some bad things, maybe finding his credit card number or something. So he reported this to the library. And it turned out this is actually a library project. They work with a local college. Actually, they put there intentionally to tracking the library traffic. So how many people go to library, how long they stay in the library, and that kind of thing. So that's not a evil criminal activity. It turned out it's a harmless college project with the library done on Raspberry Pi Zero. So Raspberry Pi Zero is a perfect device to do that work because it's small, tiny, and very powerful. So that's the two examples of encrypted capture and unencrypted capture. Unencrypted capture, potentially you can be exposed, everything is exposed. With encryption, you should not worry when you're doing, you should not do it, but if you do it, for example, using the Wi-Fi in local McDonald's, you're eating a hamburger and doing something, don't worry, your data is very safe because it is encrypted by HTTPS as secured. The next topic I want to show you how to do it. So here is the steps if you want to do it on Raspberry Pi. I will open up same thing. I think I will share this with you. So to do it, this is how you do it to install the Wireshark. This is the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. That will install Wireshark. That's the software I used to capture all the packages. So that's step number 1, install Wireshark and also enable user Pi to use Wireshark. So install Wireshark, enable user Pi. That's first 2 steps. After you finish this step, the second step is actually tell Wireshark your Wi-Fi access points and your password, because without that knowledge, all the data captured by Wireshark will again make any sense. Doesn't make any sense because the Wi-Fi access point encrypted all the data. So you need a Wi-Fi password. That is done by go to Wireshark. Let me go to Wireshark again. So you go to Wireshark, you go to preferences. And you go to protocols. You go all the way to the Wi-Fi protocol. Wi-Fi protocol is this. This is the Wi-Fi protocol. You go Wi-Fi protocol, you enable the decryption, the Wi-Fi decryption, and then you enter the keys from here. Enter the password from here. And also you want to check this, ignore the protection bit. Some of the Wi-Fi access point put a protection bit, avoid people listening. So you check this, and then you put the password over here, and then you click OK. With that done, the Wireshark will know your Wi-Fi password. And then after that, all you need to do is click on this button. This is called the capture button. Of course, you need first to check the wireless module. This is the wireless module. So you will check that. After you check wireless module, all you need is click this Wireshark capture button. And now I'm listening. So this is all the package I captured in real time. Right now, my Raspberry Pi is, talking to a lot of computers. I don't know why this is talking to this computer. Oh, yes, because I'm doing the screen share. So this is my Raspberry Pi. This is my laptop. Because I'm doing VNC, so I capture a lot of VNC package. You see, as all the VNC package. Because I'm using VNC between those two computers. This is the first address is my Raspberry Pi. The second IP address is my laptop. So my laptop and my Raspberry Pi there's a lot of data going in between those two computers. So that is what I captured. A VNP session, live VNP. This is the bare minimum. So you capture your own traffic. Again, if you want to capture more traffic, you need extra hardware, probably extra software, a new operating system, and then all you captured, again, is garbage because most applications encrypt their data. Most applications encrypt their data. So today, it doesn't make, so that's the bad news, finally, the bad news. There's no reason to do it unless for taking a security class or learning how internet works. You will not get anything. You will not be able to get your data is safe. So the good news is with that application layer security encryption, your data is extremely safe. You still can capture packages to learn how internet works. But that's about it. You will not be able to check out what other people are doing online. That is not possible today. So that's end all the instructions for this semester. I hope you guys learned something. And I will see you guys in 2 days for your demo. And make sure write a report, and hopefully we all get A's. All right?
Yep.
All B's. Any other comments before I
Yeah, I missed out on that part about the report, that and the present.
Report is due next Wednesday.
Okay. And that's over our final project, right?
Yeah, over your project. And the demo and the presentation is on this Thursday.
Okay. And how long is the report going to have to be in the presentation as well, or the demo?
Presentation will be like 10 minutes. The report will be 1 inch, may also agreed.
Less than one.
1 inch. That's the thickness. That's not how 1 inch thick.
Okay, so about what, 400 pages?
Minimum, yeah. Depend on the paper.
It says I just Googled how many pages equal 1 inch. 250 sheets of paper need to be stacked to get it 1 inch thick. So our report has to be at least 250 pages.
Google dollar bills. How many dollar bills? $100 bill.
Now that sounds
1 inch, yeah.